What's up, guys? It is Saturday, November 26th. It's 10:05 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. So we're going to dive into the signals here and let's kind of see what the pair to pairs are saying. We see that HBAR against XRP 5-day buy now. So maybe HBAR is going to start to gain some steam against XRP. It does seem that Songbird is taking a little breather against XRP here, and Quant is going to start seeing some price momentum over XRP as well too. If we go into the individual signals, let's see with Bitcoin, we have a 1 month prepare to buy soon, 1 day buy now, 1 day buy now, 8 hour buy now, 6 hour, 12 hours, 7 hour, 4 hour, and then a 2 day prepare to buy soon. So with the Stargate signals, you love to see when multiple time frames are flashing the buy now. Usually that signals a bottom, just flat out bottom. So this is a great sign. Let's go into HBAR here since it started to see like it was going to outperform. 6 hour buy now, 1 day buy now, 4 hour buy now, 12 hour prepare to buy soon. We have 6 hour prepare to buy soon. So it looks like HBAR is starting to gain that momentum. Then let's look at Quant. 1 day buy now, 8 hour buy now. So everything's flashing these huge buy signals, especially how you see the 3 day has a prepare to buy soon, the 2 day, the 1 day, and then we're starting to see these lower time frames start to flash the buy now. So that's signaling to us on the shorter term time frames, things are starting to turn back up. And on the high, and that's gonna kind of reflect into the higher time frame signals here because we have prepare to buy soons on those. So since we're getting the buy nows on the lower time frame, the higher time frame signals are going to start to flash buy nows as well. Very, very positive signals. We got Songbird right here with some prepare to sell soons. That's because it started to gain momentum. So we had our signals come in, and I love reading the Discord signals because once you get the hang of it, you don't even have to look at the charts because you can start to see how price is reacting based off of these alerts here. So what I see is, what's the date? The 26th. Starting on like the 20th, we started to get some high time frame prepare to buy soon. So 6 hour, 2 day, 8 hour, 7 hour, 4 hour, 5 day, 12 hours. So we got some huge buy soon signals the 22nd. Then on the 23rd, we saw those lower time frames see buy now signals. So the momentum was shifting on the micro time frames to the upside. Then we saw that exactly what I was just saying about HBAR, Quant, all these other ones, is we saw the lower time frame buy nows start to reflect into the higher time frame buy nows, where we saw a 12 hour buy now, 3 day, 2 day, and a 5 day buy now against Bitcoin, Songbird against Bitcoin. Then what happened was, all right, we gained that momentum. Now we're starting to pick up speed rapidly. So now you can see the flip side happen. For these lower time frame prepare to sell soons happen. 4 hour prepare to sell soon, 7 hour, 6 hour. We have not got a sell now yet. And I'm expecting the higher time frame prepare to sell soons to come in now too. So now, even if I just pull up the chart, let's see how that performed. So if we go to the day that it started to call these signals, that was what, the 22nd. All right, so the 22nd was right here, literally right here. 22nd, yep, right there. So Songbird had hit like literally a penny. And if you watch the video from that day on the 22nd, we were calling it too. So since that point, you can see we're up 40%. 40% Songbird is. And that's why we're looking at Songbird against XRP and talking about kind of how we can convert a little bit of XRP into Songbird, because it was likely Songbird was going to outperform XRP in the short term. And then if we look at that, we can see we would, if we followed that signal, right? If you had seen that and you followed it, then you would have been up in 3 days. Well, 4 days now, you'd have 30% more XRP than you did before if you took this trade and now converted back into Songbird. So if you put 1,000 XRP into Songbird when it told you to, you'd have right at this moment, if you converted back into XRP from Songbird, 1,300 XRP. Then if you had 10,000 XRP, now you have 13,000 XRP. If you had 100,000 XRP, now you have 130,000 XRP. And the goal here is to accumulate as much of the quantity of coin as possible, because ultimately, the more quantity you have of the coin, when prices go to $10, you just have that much more. So now if you took this trade in 4 days, now if XRP goes to $10, instead of having, say, $10,000, if you had 1,000 XRP, you have 13,000. Or instead of having $100,000, if with 10,000 XRP, you now have $130,000 with 130,000 XRP. So that's why the strategy, the rack strategy, is so killer. You can see it right there. But all right, let's keep moving forward. I want to see what the XRP signals are flashing. All right, so same kind of thing. We saw a couple sell nows come in on the bonus alerts, but we like to pay attention to the actual Stargate signals. So we got a 4-hour buy now, 6-hour buy now, 7-hour buy now, 1 day buy now, 8-hour buy now. Now we're starting to see how the price started to go up. It's currently at like 40 cents, 40 and a half cents. And we're starting to see some short-term time frame signals start to prepare to sell soon. So things are heating up. We definitely want to be watching this Discord channel just in case we see some 4-hour sell nows or 7-hour sell nows, just so we can be prepared for that if you want to take a little bit off the table and play it like that. Let's go into XLM. Yep, we're seeing some nice 1 month prepare to buy soons. A high time frame warning to start to gear up on XLM. Then we're seeing these shorter term time frames prepare to buy soons, and now we're seeing the shorter term time frames turn into buy nows. So we obviously see the momentum starting to switch here. Fear and greed index, we're starting to go into neutral. So neutral, before we were in just straight up fear back here on the 16th. Look at all the fear. Yep. So now we're starting to see the sentiment start to change. And then if we look at Bitcoin dominance, we're seeing that it's starting to roll over, and I'll show you that when we get into the chart. But let's look at the US dollar. We see sell now signal here, but also we're seeing some lower time frame buy now. So maybe we do see a little kind of relief in the dollar and then ultimately turn back over. But I mean, this 3-week sell now signal is nothing to mess around with. Same with the I think there was a 2-week sell now that came in. But the 10-year yield bonds, huge signals saying that they're going to come down. And then let's look at the stock market. So the Dow Jones 2-day chart, price broke above the 200 moving average. So we're seeing stocks starting to gear up too. Then let's look at what silver's saying. Silver's starting to gear up, as well as nothing on gold yet. So yeah, I believe that the dollar's kind of ran its course for this year. I think for 2023, we're going to see the dollar continue to come down. We're going to see the bond yields continue to come down. We're going to see the markets go on another like mini bubble. And then we'll have to see how the narrative plays out. But that's what I believe. So now we covered the Discord alerts. Let's go into the actual charts, because I do want to show you Bitcoin dominance as we speak right now. All right. So right now, what we're seeing on Bitcoin dominance, we're breaking below 40% right now as we speak. We are on the 1-week chart, and you can clearly see the momentum is shifted to the downside. Stock RSI crossing down. We're seeing the MACD, it's red. We're seeing the TSIs cross down. We're seeing the RSIs below this 50 line. Things are looking good as far as, hey, the Bitcoin dominance seems like it's going to roll over. Even the 10-day chart, if we look at this, I mean, like we're going to reject it off the EMA ribbon, this 50 moving average coming down. And what we see is the stock RSI couldn't get above the 50 line. It's crossing down right now. TSI tried to cross, it couldn't, come back down. And the MACD tried to cross, and now it's dark red. So that's what I'm seeing. It's looking like things are shaping up for Bitcoin dominance to tank. I mean, we're at like a key level right now. If we move these lines down. So we are right here, which you can see was a support point, rejection point, support. So like the goal right now is to break through where we're at right now and then definitely break down below 39%. We break below 39%. Now we're talking, we're below this support, that support, that support. And then we just have this last line in the sand right here, which would be kind of around like 37% to 38%. I'd say like 37 right here to 38% where these bodies are of the candles, along with like these wicks down here. So that's what I want to see. If we go to the shorter time frames, if we can kind of gauge if we're going to get there. I mean, what we're seeing right now is we're seeing the momentum drawdown. You're seeing the MACD right now cross dark red. Now we're seeing the TSI cross down. We try to get above this zero line, which is the positive territory, but now we cross down below it. We're seeing the stock RSI in an area where there's the momentum's down. Then we're seeing the RSI is below the 50 line as well too. Looking good as far as, oh, sorry, I was on the 23-hour chart. The daily chart just crossed out on the TSI, the MACD, the stock RSI, and we're seeing the blue line kind of shape up here, which is the bearish momentum. So it does look like Bitcoin dominance is going to roll over. As far as the XRP chart at the moment, we do see we're going to see like some momentum come down, but I want to see us hold when we come down here like 39.5 cents and at the very least 39 cents. If we can do that, then things are looking good for more upside. That's what I want to see. So Bitcoin dominance looking like it's rolling over. If we go to the Bitcoin chart, I do want to see us close this weekly candle above 16,412. I don't want to see us start to head back lower here. And I do want to see a green candle come in right now. And I do not want to see the MACD flip to red. So right now we're all good. We're still green, but that is something I'm definitely watching as well too. So if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. The link will be in the bio. Get updated with all this stuff in real time. That's the first place where we're sharing immediate news. So get into the Discord, link in the bio. And that's it for the market update. I'll see you in the next video.